All right. Good morning here in Daejeon, South Korea, everyone. So it is about 11 o'clock here, Seoul time. And for those in the West Coast, 7 o'clock, East Coast, 10 p.m. So we are gonna go on a special tour today. So we're gonna take the subway today to head on over there. So yeah. So I am headed right now to the subway. So I'm here at the subway station right now. So it's gonna be fun. Yeah. Okay, who won the battle here? Aztec, welcome. So hope you guys are up for a walk today and a subway train ride. And Knit Bomb, yep, first as always. And good morning, everyone. Okay, so to manage the time here, I'm gonna switch the camera here and I'm gonna go to the settings and here we go. Okay, so let's go, everyone. Let's take the train down. Hopefully, and the Wi-Fi should work because it always works when I take in the subway. So here we go. And let me know everything's okay. You guys might need to give me a sound check or internet check. So, but the internet has not failed me once when I've taken the train here. So, and I see people are coming in right now. Okay, whoa, let me keep this gimbal thing rolling here. Whoa, all right, so advertisements. Ooh, okay, here we go. Okay, gimbal, you're starting to go Skynet on me. Okay, so my train's leaving in 7 minutes. So what I need to do is take out my card here. I want to make sure I don't lose my card because it helps to have both my hands. Okay, because I lost my card earlier today on the last trip. So here we go. Pop card. Take a look. See? So I have 40,001 left. All right, now here's the key. Which direction do I have to go? The key is which way do you go? And good morning, Carl. So if you go to Bansuk, that's the other direction. Remember, I guys took you to World Cup Stadium. So today I'm going to Daejeon Station. So I got to head towards Panam. So see the arrow? So I'm going to go to the right here with the arrow. So here we go. Yep, thanks for the likes there. Skynet. You don't run me, Skynet. Yes, resistance. It's giving me resistance right now. All right. So everything is still going. All right, so here's a subway station. Now, I'm going to explain something here, guys and gals that are coming in. Okay, you notice why there is a glass door all through subways in Korea and Japan? Okay, so the reason there is a glass door is because what would happen is there'll be so many delays in the past because people would kill themselves, especially students. So high school students that don't get in the sky, fail the Sunang, they'll jump in front and kill themselves because they think their life is over. So yes, exactly, Nippon. Those gates are for suicide prevention. That's what it's really for. It really wasn't just strictly about safety. It was because the biggest reason is people were killing themselves. So yeah. All right, Scott, welcome. So you came just in time to take a subway ride with me. So we're gonna take like a 20-minute subway ride and I'll show you Daejeon Station. Okay, let me show you. Okay, right now we're in Yusum. So we'll have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stops. 12 stops to Daejeon Station. So you see number 124. So it says it takes 23 minutes. So yeah, and they're efficiently on time. So they don't mess around. So we'll head direction of Hanam. Of course, there's only one subway line here in Daejeon. They're supposed to have four, which was supposed to be built after the World Cup in 2002, but that never materialized. So, but if I go to other cities like Busan, Daegu, they have like four or five. All right, so people are creeping in or joining us. George, welcome. So yeah, and I know most of you were hanging out with Gio this morning. So finally we know what Gio's schedule will be. But the question is, did he say Saturday? Well, I can ask him, of course. I should ask him now, huh? Message him, Gio. I'm on a live stream right now. Come in the stream and answer that question again. So, yep. All right, so we're just playing the waiting game. All right. And FYI, this is the magic card. This card works for all of Korea, train or bus, or subway or bus for public transportation. And the cost, if you use a card, it costs 1,200 won. Without a card, it's no 1,250, but without a card, it's 1,400. So it's best to get a T money card. So I usually get the pop card because, you know, it's just good for all. So I don't put more than 50 bucks in it ever. Most of the times I use it, but the last trip I took with you guys, I lost my card. So I'm gonna make sure I don't lose it. All right, so it should be coming soon, and we'll be getting on the train. So yeah, we're gonna have open sesame. Now technically, we're supposed to mind the gap. See, in Thailand, in Thailand they have like arrows this way, you know, because in Thailand they actually do mind the gap. That's what, because they use mostly English terms in UK. Let's go on the left. So technically, but sometimes people here in Korea don't are in the front of the gate. It's like, dude, I need to get out. We're in a hurry to get somewhere. So yeah, see, so there's the safeties. Yeah, and Nippon's question is the price based on distance or flat price for like 2 hours? It's a flat price. So when you transfer from one subway to that's still the same price. So you can make about a bunch of transfers in 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours. So I made like 3 transfers and I still kept the one price. So you always want to, like on the bus, you always want to, transfer out just in case you have to get on the bus again. And so I just do that by habit now. Yep, don't run. See, they tell you to do these things, but sometimes some people just don't do it. They just are in the way. That's why they have to have those signs for people to have some consideration here. So that's what we deal with. But luckily, I ain't going to be riding this during the rush hour. That's why I like picking 11 o'clock. If I was riding this at 8 or 9, forget it. It'd be like sardine cans here. That's what we'll be. All right. Well, that's not our train. That's going the other way. So we are waiting. And so far the internet's holding up really well, so that's good. So this is a big test to see if I can get on the subway. So we could do that. So yeah. So great. All right. And usually they're like a minute apart from each other, so they go both ways. So let's see. Oh yeah, you need plastic surgery, guys? You'll eat plastic surgery, so there's all kinds of. Of course, the place is in Gangnam. I'm just being silent. Let's go eat. Talking about lunch and stuff, where to go eat. how it goes. All right, so let's see. All right. Wow, I saw the clock. It said like 4 minutes, but maybe it's running behind, guys, today. So we'll see what happens. I know you guys are all waiting in anticipation for the train to get here. Sorry, I can't go to take the train to Busan and get jumped by zombies. See, everyone's waiting. But this is the common thing. Oh, let's see. Oh, there's another city called Gongju City. That's another area. Some of my friends teach universities over there. But that's like a countryside outskirts, small little area in Korea. But I don't think they have a subway system. So that's the thing. Subway systems here, they're not in all the cities. They're in the five major cities here in Korea. But like out in the outskirts, yeah, it's just straight up. Oh, here's that music. All right, let's get ready to ride. Hopefully, I can move away from these guys. No, I should tell these guys they're taking away my viewers. Here it is, guys. Look how fast it works. So here we go. And then they try to shove and push. All right, there we go. So, yeah. All right. I'm just gonna stand, guys, because I can show you what's going on. Just to let you know, there's an elderly section, and then there's one for pregnant women. So, trying to see where there's a sign of what I like to show is the lighted parts of this. Yeah, so here we go. I finally watched The Taxi Driver last night. Yep, that's a crazy movie. So there's all the lighting going on. Yep, it's in Gwangju. Yeah, the Gwangju incident was 1980. All right, so here we go. We are on the move, guys and ladies. So there you go. Hope you guys don't have motion sickness. But people will be coming in and out of here, so I might try not to be annoying. Okay, I'm gonna change the setting. All right, sorry, I'm back into my setting. So yeah, Taxi Driver is a pretty good movie. So yeah. So right now we'll be headed to our first stop. So there's still 12 stops to go. So I'll keep you on the trip till we get to the good stuff. So we're now at the next stop, Gapcheon. Yeah. And should I pick Tom has not written the subway yet, so I need to try to get him on the subway here and have him ride this thing. So hopefully eventually I'll get him on this subway soon. All right, stop number 1. So hopefully it doesn't take too long. I want to get to Daejeon Station. That's the fun part to look at. Yep. So the door is open. So hopefully it won't be a long trip. And for all of you, I just want to know, is everything running? Is the internet still running? Because I am below at the subway. So is it running below? So because I'm curious about that. I mean, on my end, it is not dying. So on my end, it is still running. So just waiting to see. And of course, I'm using my hotspot for this phone. Yeah. Okay. Oh, another thing I need to tell you guys is what is it? No, it's not even staying steady. Another thing is the curfew that was lifted. It will be till the 27th. So it'll be 27th. Okay, so Nippon, the internet is working, the stream is still going. Okay, so that is good. All right, that's see, because I've never done a live stream from underground to subway. Because if I was in California and if I'm on the Hollywood Red Line, it's gonna suck. Because this ain't gonna work in America most of the time. So, so that's a good sign. So second style. All right, now with the second style. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit down and talk to you guys for a little bit, and then as soon as we are getting close, I will show you all the areas. Let me adjust my phone to this because whoa, there you go. It's a little unbalanced. Whoa. All right, buddy, old pal. Sorry, guys. I'm making you guys dizzy. Oh, see, Skynet's taking over. Skynet. Yeah, Skynet. Yeah. So, yeah. Yep. So, Scott, you're listening while I'm working, King. Okay, so that's good that everything is working really well. So, let's see. So, we have about 9 more stops. Okay, so it's wonderful. Wow. Wowzers. Yeah, so I'm looking to gimbal it. All right. I'm trying to let the lady speak first up on the speaker. Yeah. Oh, another good thing is just like around the world when you take public transportation, uh, a lot of it is see, and okay. So the exit doors are on your right. Okay, see? So everywhere we travel to as Americans or Westerners, we get the local language and the English. So you never are lost where you are in most countries, even Thailand and, even like Japan. So that's one thing. And they have a lot of electronic signals. So that's one thing you're never lost. Yeah, and that's what sometimes like my local friends tell me, well, you're lucky you have English because you can pretty much go around the world and, kind of get around. Yeah, but, some countries, there is going to be no English. Now, about 30 years ago in the 90s, there was mostly Korean. There wasn't a lot of English on because even when I was here in 1986, yeah, it's, mostly in Korean, so I didn't see a lot of English, even in '86, I remember. So, yeah. Yep, and Nippon, it is underground all the way, like BART, part of it's on the ground. Yeah, yep, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, yep. I've taken a BART a few times since, they go down the tube. Because usually I would, for the BART, because since I lived in Bakersfield, I would head to Dublin, and then from Dublin I would go to Embarcadero, and then take the Mooney Metro to go see the baseball game. Well, it used to be AT&T, now it's Oracle Park. So used to do that trip a lot. And actually, I do give the Giants fans a little more credit because I've always worn my Dodger gear, and nobody hassled me or bothered me compared to Dodger Stadium, where Dodger fans would hassle any Giant fan, which was annoying. It's like, leave them alone. So, but yeah, I love riding the BART. Yeah, I'll just have you go. I think it just costs two. The only thing I don't like is the price is ridiculous for the BART. You know, you're almost paying like $10 to go. I mean, you could buy a monthly pass now. Thank God. You know, so that's one thing I did not about the BART. I was like, damn, this would just even taking public transportation is even quite expensive in the Bay Area. And then of course, Los Angeles County would cost $1.75 if you guys were taking the LA Metro. So yeah, and Nippon said it is very costly. Yeah, it's just very expensive. Yeah. And even for LA, the day pass used to be $5, now it's $7. And then a monthly pass used to be 70, and 2 years ago they raised it to 100. So I mean that $30 cost is a big deal for some of the workers that use public transportation, especially in California. So that's a lot of money just to fork out for travel. So that's one of the things. All right, so now we're at City Hall. So we have about 7 more stops. So that's one of the things with riding the subway. But yeah, this was just so the only reason I wrote this today is to really test these out. Yeah, I used it a few times to go to San Francisco, the airport. Yeah, so you went to what, Millbrae Airport? Not Millbrae Airport, but that's where, yeah, to stop. You got to go all the way around. And NYC subway passes 127 a month. Wow. So they're just, I think, $27 more than Los Angeles. So, wow, that's expensive. Yeah. And here we don't, I wish they had a monthly pass, but they don't. But it's still cheap here in Korea. Because one thing about Korea's metro subway station, and I mean public transportation, it's been 1250 for the card, 1400 without a card, all across the country. It doesn't change. So if Seoul changes, everyone changes with it. So so it's still cheap relatively in South Korea. So of course Philippines would be a little cheaper, but there's no subway unless you live in Manila, and they only have 4 lines in Manila. Of course, you can pay the 10 pesos for the jeepney, but most of us ain't gonna fit inside that jeepney. We're gonna die in that jeepney, and you're gonna be drenched in sweat after riding that thing. Hi, Roy. I'm late for the train. I missed my stop. Yeah. Well, we're almost there, about another 6 stops away. So as soon as we get close, I'm going to show you what's going on. Yeah. Oh. So let's see. I'm trying to see. Okay, we're in Tangbang. And Thomas, I haven't been on the train yet. Yeah. So this one train ride is only, and Thomas, you have one of these things too. So 1250. So yep. All right. So now, as close as we get there, I think all the viewers are waiting. Hey, hurry up and get to Daejeon Station. Well, Korea, as fast as it is, I don't know if I'm going to do this with Seoul, taking the train from Seoul, because Seoul has like 10 lines. So this is probably the only one of the few times I'll use the subway for a live stream. I just wanted to test it out. Unless if it's a short subway ride, I'll do a short one, but not going to do one of these long ones again. But I really do wanted to show you guys the experience of what it's like riding in a Korean subway. So, yep, so we'll see. But it's not as crowded. So let's see, where are we coming up at? So we passed City Hall. Oh yeah, So the next stop is called Yongmun. Yongmun is known for the hospitals and all those other things. Yeah, no zombies. Not yet. I have not gotten attacked by zombies yet. And Soul Train line, yeah. So Soul Train. Oh, someone has. Yeah. Now Yongmun, there is a burger place here called House Grill that I did a video of. So my guy named Brian, it's called Brian Kieran's House Grill. So he makes burgers that taste mostly like from the States. So that's one of the things. Okay. Nippon, yes, 1250, 1,250 Korean won is $1.07. Yeah, it's very cheap. So you can make 3 to 4 transfers, and yeah, it's still cheap compared to paying almost $2 in New York or $1.75 in LA Metro. Well, now LA Metro. Like if you took the public transportation in Los Angeles, the stupid thing didn't even work. Like the turnstiles, when they first built them, those things did not work at all. So the only time you had to worry about is if a cop shows up, and then the cops didn't even have the scanner apps yet either. They were just saying, "Show me your top card, show me your ticket," and that's it. So what some people were doing is like they'll just buy a tap card and just show the tap card. But eventually, the second step was the LAPD or the LA Sheriff finally got a scanner app on their phone, and then they scan our passes. And if we don't, we get fined like $50. So that's another thing. And then finally, now the turnstiles, you have to zap in and tap out. Well, it's called a tap card. So tap in and tap out. So then we didn't we didn't have to waste taxpayers' money on using the police and the sheriffs to patrol the metro. So yeah. Oh, okay. This next stop is called Odeon. This is where I get off to go to Costco. So this is where I walk 1 kilometer to Costco in Odeon. So for another stream, I might take you guys to Costco with me. So that would be the fun trip. Uh-oh. 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 Someone's preaching. Sidiadru Masasking. Trying to say God loves you. It's like a JW. I rarely get that here in Korea. Because in American subways, you always get some crazy mental health bum, or some crazy dude talking to himself. But here in Korea, we don't see that as much. So the extent that I'm seeing is a lady saying God loves you and all that. So let's see, Los Angeles has Chud and old. Oh yeah, Chud. That's an old movie. What, in the 80s? Yeah. Clap on, clap off. Yeah, the clapper. So yeah. All right.
에스컬레이터를 이용하실 때에는 사고 예방을 위해 반드시 발판의 노란선 안에 서서 손잡이를 꼭 잡으시기 바랍니다.
Be careful. Wow. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, so we're coming up to the next stop is called Daejeon. You can still go to Costco from there, but it's a little farther walk. But they have some nice places there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The exit doors are on your left.
Okay, so there's Daejeon.
더 천민하게, 더 안전하게 여러분과 함께하는 충남대학교 병원으로 가실 분은 1번 출구를 건강검진, 위, 대장, 내시경 전문, 서대전 소편한 내 걸어가실 분은 7번 출구를 이용하시기
We're
바랍니다.
almost there, guys. Yeah. Okay. Oh, actually, 3 more stops. Oh yeah, the Philippines will remain in a state of calamity until September 2021. Yeah. So, okay, and most of you that follow Ricky, you probably know what that means. For those that don't know what that means, it's the state of emergency, calamity in the Philippines. So, yep, they'll be in a state of emergency till for another year. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my girlfriend, yeah, mine will just stay put in China. Okay, so the question is, do they squeeze people in the train like Japan? Not as much here in Korea, but I heard like in Metro Seoul there's like pushers, and then I even stated like in Seoul there's like 1 or 2 cars that are just female only, and I think they have that in China too, and Japan. They'll have an all female, but so far I have not seen that female car yet in Seoul, so I'm kind of curious. If I see it, I'll know when they tell me it's a bunch of ladies and they said I can't come in. So then I know for sure. But right now that's a little hearsay, so I have to go find out. Maybe I'll ask my buddy Ethan. He might know because he's up in Seoul, and a lot of the other YouTubers I follow up there up in Seoul. So yeah, let's see where are we going. Taking a sweet time. Okay, Chungu office here. This office, Junior office. So, yeah. So, yep. So, Junior office. In case you have some issues, one of the places. Like close to immigration. All right. So, okay, 2 more stops. I misread. Because the next stop is where the Sky Road is. The bread places too, but they even have the bread place at Daejeon Station. So what does that mean? That means no foreigners until September 21. No, just the country's in a state of emergency. That's all that means. Now the question mark is, when can we come in? I mean, for foreigners to come in the Philippines, that's more like mid 2021. So yeah, they're just in dire strait is what that means for the Philippines. But it could be no international flights coming in. Yeah. Yep. China subway has people that help stuff the train. Yep, you got pushers. So pushers to put you in the train. So yeah. Zhuanggo is yeah. And pretty much Nippon, when you say state of emergency, it is not good for tourism. Emergency funds available in the Philippines? I doubt it. Well, President Duterte stated there's no more funds, and now we have 40 to 50% unemployment in the Philippines. So, yeah. Okay, so we have 1 more stop. So, I think everyone's waiting for 1 more stop. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I'm losing mine too right now. This is taking a little longer than I anticipated. But it's 1 more stop that I am positive about. Because this one stop, because I always get off this one stop to go to the underground market or the underground mall store here. All right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch it up. Yep. I know. It'd been better if I was a pretty chick, then you wouldn't mind looking at me if I'm a hot chick, but here you go. I'm going to switch it over. All right, here we go. So there we go. Oh, sorry guys. Bear with me. Here we are. 1 more station. So Daejeon Station, see?
이번 역은 대전역,
Daejeon. So I'm
내리실 후 오른쪽입니다.
and
기아지나 창문을 이용하실
I know
고객께서는
you're going the other way, so Daejeon Station. Let me put you guys.
Daejeon Station.
Okay.
Daejeon Station. The exit doors on your left.
Okay, so we're going to Daejeon Station here.
이금석
And
1번
if you guys
출구역,
recall from the
월버스
movie
기흥역의
Train to
수영역
Busan,
지엔트 주얼리로 가실
you know,
분과
where they made the
전통과
stop,
신흥의
it's
상징
where we're
기금석
going
이용을
to
전문점
Daejeon Station.
호흡당으로 가실 분은 2번
So
출구를
I'm
이용하시기
taking you to
바랍니다.
the actual stop station where all those zombies came crazy out. So, all right, we're free. Let's get on the move, guys. Let's get going. Okay, so here we go up to Daejeon Station. All right, let's get on the move here. Mhm. Let's see. All right, so we are on the move. That's right. Oh yeah, the good stuff is coming up. I think I should be allowed to take you on the platform, so hopefully nobody stops me inside there as long as I stay incognito. Okay, so you can see the sign says KTX SRT, so I'm gonna head towards the KTX. So the KTX is the one train they were on in the movie in Train to Busan. Okay, Skynet is. I gotta make sure Skynet does not attack me here. And we'll keep a zombie sighting out, everyone. So we're gonna look for zombies. Yeah, that's the only thing. When you get off at Daejeon Station, it's such a long one. Nope, no one's taking the stairs unless you're crazy. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna turn left here. Here's the key. You gotta tap out. So I'm gonna move like the locals do. Roam when the locals. Here you go. Here you go. So there you go. Hey, take a look. Take a look. Let's go through this smoke screen. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Okay, let's go up to the KTX again. Another set of escalators or a lift, what those guys in the UK call it. So let's take the lift. I'm gonna go on the faster lane. So hopefully they'll get a move on for me. Okay, so we're going up to the station, people. Okay, so far good. The internet has not crapped out. I definitely couldn't do this walking tour in the Philippines, could I? I know Kristen Cebu does it, but I know he uses so much data. If he's using a Globe or Smart Pocket Wi-Fi, because if you just do 1 hour or 2 hours walking, usually a couple gigs there. But here I got unlimited data, so it makes it easy for me. I have unlimited monthly data. Of course, at the end of the month, this does get slow, so some days at the end of the month, I might not be able to do a walking tour because it just slows down. But so far, I haven't used almost anything yet. All right, so let's get going. Skynet. Okay, I'm gonna turn right. I'm gonna go to, so Daejeon Station is coming up. There's so many escalators to go up of. Yeah, so here we go. So, all right, so now we're heading toward Daejeon Station. We're finally getting up there. So here we go. The place where all those zombies came out of the woodworks. Yep. So here we go. I'm gonna do what the guy does. I'm gonna get a move on things. Somebody's preaching. Excuse me. All right. It's funny. Of course, there's exit, but no one's following the rules of going on the exit. All right. So here we are. We are at Daejeon Station. Check it out. Yeah. So we are going up. So up we go. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously, yeah. They should have a zombie day on the subway. Maybe on Halloween they might. Yeah, wow, there's a lot of escalators, especially if you're coming up there. All right, so take a look. This is the waiting area. So we've gone at it now 41 minutes. Wow. Yep, no graffiti. So you definitely know it's not the US. Okay, so you can see there's a lots of like places. Oh, Joe's Sandwich. Never heard of Joe's Sandwich. So it's pretty cool. Hopefully the employees. I got to be a little incognito here, so that hopefully the workers don't stop me. So let's just I'm gonna kind of get a move. Over there is the tickets on my left. You can buy. Of course, there's a handicap one that I love when my dad goes into it. When my dad purchases a ticket, he gets a discount. So yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you up to show you some of the restaurants. Of course, I really wouldn't buy stuff here, and there is a lost and found. So sorry, I'm gonna be a little quick because I want to stay a little incognito here. It's gonna be kind of hard when someone holding a gimbal, of course. Why do you keep looping escalators? Yeah, there's another one too. So I'm gonna show you what the restaurants look like. Yep. Yeah, more escalators, huh? You're gonna see some more, Roy. I don't know if you guys have an over and under count of how many escalators. I was thinking about eating some food here, but I don't know if I want to. I want to show you some other stuff, and then I'll probably just go eat food on my own. So yeah. Okay. So this is supposed to be the premium food court. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you got a lot of the soups. So you could get, here's the sets you guys can get. You could get, let me show you, the pork kimchi fried set. So you get rice in a bowl, yeah. Yeah. And then you get the sokogi beef mushroom bulgogi set. So look, you get all of that for a price. It's probably like, oh, it's almost like, shoot, it's almost like 13 bucks. Yeah, I am climbing Mount Escalade. Yeah, Mount Everest on escalators, pretty much. And then you got all these broth and soup, shrimp, dumpling soups, what beef, cow beef, and you got like some seafood. So yeah, you're getting hungry. I mean, it's not a bad deal for the cost, but I think it's a little more expensive. You go away from here, it'll be much cheaper to go. So, but yeah, I'm gonna kind of just be careful where I'm going. There's Coffee Bay. I just don't want to be hassled. I want to be able to finish this tour for you guys before I get hassled. Yeah, and then we have this thing called Donkas. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, and then you can get Donkas here, pork cutlets. Now, this restaurant was supposed to be famous right here. So let me show you what this means. Kargukso. What kar means is knife. So you gotta cut the noodles with, knife. So so yeah, Costco pizza. So you could get a bunch of stuff. So you can get hamchi guksu, karguksu. Oh, that's pretty cheap, 5,500. So that's $4. Yeah, the karguksu right here is 5,501. That's pretty cheap. Yeah. Yep, my live stream is escalating. Now I want to take you to the good part before I start ending the stream. Yeah, I just hope nobody harasses me. But yeah, so everyone's coming up to eat right here. So this is the upper platform where the food is. Now I want to take you to the train platform. That would be the fun part. So, and yeah. All right. Yo, there's Jason, Asia Unscripted. Wow, you actually have there's a face. So, yep, for you that were curious, that is Asia Unscripted. Hey, Jason, you're supposed to keep that secret identity. We let the cat out of the bag. Or I wasn't supposed to let the cat out of the bag. But yep, the secret's out, Jason. Sorry. I can't keep you a secret. Yeah. All right. And this is like the quick ticket purchases. You could do it in English. So I'll just show you. So you could so this is the Rails, the company. Yeah, that's a Halloween costume. Yeah. So there you go. All right. So I'm going to take you guys to the platform. So before I even end this thing, I'm going to show you which train you would take to Busan. Yeah. Make sure we can make it to Busan. Oh, this is cool. You have a sanitizing machine. See how you put my hands in? Oh, see, got the sanitation going. Yep. Where else will you see all these escalators? Hit the like button. Yeah. So you see tons of these escalators. Now, a lot of them have a sign of what tracks to go. So I'm going to take you down to the tracks to Seoul. Where's the one to Busan? Where's the train to Busan? They usually don't tell you. Nope. Where's the train? I want to go to train to Busan. I don't know which one's going to Busan here. I want to train to Tokyo. Yeah, it's weird. It's supposed to be spelled Busan, but actually it's yeah. But some people do. In the past, they would say Busan. But heck it, we'll just take a train to Seoul. Well, today I'm not taking a train, but I'm going to just show you how to get down to the platform. Well, if the train to Tokyo will be possible if, what is it? We have a tube underneath. All right, so check this platform out. Yeah, one thing, if you have not experienced the bullet speed train, man, I recommend just taking it once. Of course, it is quite expensive. As a tourist, you might not think it's expensive because it's like, hey, I'm getting the experience, the cultural experience, or just the experience of riding something fast. But after a while, you're like, I'll take the slower train. It's only a difference of 30 minutes. But it's up to like your time. Your time is the issue. So, yeah. So here's where the train station is. So this is the platform. So if we're trying to go to Busan, I might be able to show you where they kind of filmed the part of running down the stairs. Actually, I think I'm on the wrong platform, but I could show it to you from here. So if you're curious about Yeah, Jason, Train to Busan was a movie. So where I'm at right now is where Train to Busan was. So I think I think it might have been from the 5 platform because, of course, I don't think this is a correct platform, but this could be the platform. But this does look like one of the platforms, but this wouldn't go. I don't. This would go in another direction. See? Oh, look, there's a KTX. Yep. How does it compare to good old Amtrak? Oh, hell with Amtrak. Amtrak is terrible. Amtrak got nothing on these trains in Asia. Nippon, are you for what? Ever resting as a friend in New York. How much would be one way to Seoul? It'll be about like 23,001. So its average is like 20 bucks, 31,001 for first class. But especially just buy the 20. It goes fast. And Jason, from here to Seoul, it only takes 55 minutes. If you drive, it's 2.5 hours. Now that looks like the scene where everyone came running down. So I think it might have been this platform here. I'm not 100% sure because all those platforms look alike, you know? Yeah. Yep. So Busan was formerly known as Busan and now officially Busan, metropolitan city of South, second most populous. Yep. Closer to a steam locomotive. And Nippon is at the 29,000 feet in a day. Okay, that bike route, yeah. And brokers, yep, confirms it. Yep, so, yeah, so these are the platforms. So right now they're pretty cool. See, I want to go inside it, but I don't want the train to start taking off. See, so here it is, first class. Yeah, yeah, they're crazy people. So, yeah. See, so there you go. But yeah, it is the same type of train. As you can see, you see those doors in there? See the doors from the movie? Yeah, there's a way to kind of jam that door in, you know? So that's one way to do this. So yeah. So so now you are experiencing what train taking a train to Busan. All right, Nippon. 7,000. Wow, Nippon. So, yep. And there's a waiting room just in case if you wanted to wait. All right. Now I'm going to take you back up. Maybe I'll show you a more wider view. So your experience the Daejeon station, KTX. So yeah, never a dull moment. So yeah, and when I go to Busan, that's where I go. So yeah, and broker 13,000 one day. Not now though. Broker, geez. Yeah. Yes, no security at the entrance like Bangkok. Here's a funny thing. When I buy my ticket, sometimes they don't even check the ticket at all. I think like as many times as I've ridden the KTX, yeah, I have not had to, you know, buy a ticket. They never checked the ticket. Probably checked the ticket once in the 10 times I wrote this. Yep, Roy, another escalator. Yeah. So you got a lot of shops. Sometimes you want to buy some last minute gifts. Oh, guys, check it out. Busan. If I take KTX 233, that's the train to Busan. Yes, it is taking off at, wow, 11:59, 12:03, 12:07, 12:14. I better get out. I don't want that information guy to start tripping on me. So yeah, Yeah. Yes, I am, Netbomb. Yes, I am. I'm living on escalators today. Thank God for them. What? I would probably burn more calories. So, yep. So here we go. I don't want the information guy to start his crap on me. So, yeah, I'm going to be going out. But I'm blogging. Hey, look, there's some bread here. You can get some bread. Let me see how wide this is, because there's about like 12 platforms. But yeah, I love the KTX. Wish I had this in the Philippines. Well, they're supposed to have a train in 2025 in Cebu from Talasay to Talaman, but I don't think it's gonna happen in 2025 because they're just barely getting the third bridge done to Cordova in Mactan Island. So that's one of the things. So yeah, all right, that's enough platforms. Yeah, 2055 maybe. Yeah, we might be dead by then. So yeah. Okay, so where I'm gonna take you guys, I'm gonna take you to the famous bread place. Now the famous bread place is not the one here. It's one a stop away, but it's the trademark of Daejeon. So I'm gonna take you to Sangchung Dam. So show some of the breads. But yeah, so today I couldn't take that train to Busan, but I might take one soon. So maybe me and Thomas will take a train to Busan. Question is, I don't want to be disturbing other guests, but maybe if I keep my voice down, they'll be okay with it. So one of these streams, if it's possible, we'll take the train to Busan. So that would be the fun part of this. All right. I'm gonna make you guys ladies a little hungry here. Departing for at 12:07 will be departing from platform 10. Yeah. See, everything's so easily friendly. Hey, I should go get a Coral membership lounge, but I don't often take this so much. But yeah. Okay, there's the bread place. I have to take you to the bread place. Oh no, I don't want to write. Shoot. I'll just write it. No, crap. Nope, not doing that. Because I have to sign in and they're gonna hassle me for fun. Sorry guys, I'm not taking the bread place. Change of plans. Where's the McDonald's? Not in here. Yeah, it sounds like fun. Yep. Quick aside, does anyone know how there's a way to change default from top chat to live chat? No, not that I know. I do see the live chat thing here. You have to like press it, but there's like that button, but I'm not sure. Okay, what's the speed of the bullet train there? It's about 220 kilometers. It's really fast. So what I'll do is maybe I'll take you outside a little bit, show you some things outside, maybe some things around it for the next half an hour. Yeah, because I'm sorry, I'm not going to go through that hassle. Because the last place, like, yeah. I usually do put in 010, but 555, 5555. Yeah. You can see the equalizer button. Click that. Yeah. Okay, so I'll show you some of the parts outside. So, yeah, usually, FYI, guys, when you come outside here, see, there's a lot of taxis waiting for you. So you can take a taxi and then go there. And then on the other side over there, there's like a market over there. So that's another thing over there. Now, when I had to come from America to Korea, they took me on the other side of this place, and then my friend had to come pick me up, and then I had to go do my quarantine. So this is a station where I had to come and get picked up. So yeah. Oh, China Dave, you missed a subway ride, but it's okay. That's what that's the good thing about this replay thing. So yeah. So it's pretty cool here. So yeah. Now look at those two buildings. I almost did get a job teaching English at Korail there. Problem is this is a crap that I deal with. I didn't look like I wasn't a female. I wasn't a young, hot-looking female. I don't know why they want a female. Well, I know why, but same thing. But yeah, because I hear some of the stories some of these females tell me that are on long-term visas, like myself. They tell me some of these crazy stories, like, yeah, a couple of them are just like, whatever. They're just drooling and they're just not saying a word. They're not responding to my questions. Yep, eye candy. So yeah, and it's like, so I always ask the questions, like when I go do adults, because I don't hold back on it. Because one thing I know is like, if you're on a long-term visa, you got that F visa that I do have here in Korea. I came to the conclusion most of these contracts are just 3 months long, and you just do the 3 months, and then you got to go in with the attitude, okay, if they want you to stay, then you do another 3 months. If they want you to stay, another 3 months. That's just the way I look at it. But only thing what sucks about it is it ties you down. So that's why I'm okay with like doing the 3 months. Oh, it's only 3 months? Cool. Do you want me? Oh, let's see. Yeah, I can do it. You don't want me? Cool. Bye. Peace out. So yeah, I stopped sweating it, like, yep, the same reason why most receptionists are attractive females. Do they make you create your own lessons? Not really, Jason. Like adults, it's funny, Jason. Like they would make me say, here's a textbook we're going to use. But at the same time, they're like, but those adults don't want to use a textbook. So all I do is like, sure, we'll use a textbook. When I go and teach a class, I'm saying, hey, put that freaking thing away. Don't even bring that thing if you don't need to. I got my own thing. But you could use a textbook. But most of the times with adults here, you could just use your phone and do stuff like idioms, because if you have like intermediate advanced, you could teach them like, those idioms like it's raining cats and dogs, or, don't let the door hit you on the way out. So, or check yourself before you wreck yourself, even throw some slang. So, yeah. And one time, one of them ratted me out to my supervisor, says, you left 5 minutes early. And so next day my lesson was, all right, new idioms today: rat, snitch, tattletale. Let's put these in motion. And let me show you some clips what a rat is and a snitch is. Here's a movie. And today we're going to review a fine publication called Playboy. Yeah. I got to make sure that the female student's down with that too. And it's funny you say that, Jason, because I would say, you know what the slap test is? Because for Playboy and Hustler to be in publication, they have to meet the slap test. And of course, if some of you are wondering, what are you talking about, King? The slap test. Well, it has to meet, I forgot what S was. Each letter stands for something. Like P stands for poetry. No, P stands for political. L stands for language. A is artistic. And then S is for, I don't know, satire or something. I forgot what S was. But it has to meet the slap test. So if you want to start a Playboy or a Hustler, you got to meet one of those letters to be in publication when you are taking centerfold pictures like Hugh Hefner. Meet the slap test. So that's one thing I learned in like my political science class. I was like, oh, no wonder why. So if you look at Playboy publications and you open up, and there's a lot of articles about politics or arts and all this other stuff, That's what it means. It has met the slap test. So you got to at least have some sort of article besides naked ladies on the picture. So that's one of the things I learned. Okay. So I wanted to, so yeah, if I do go, another thing, something else I have to show you guys. Uh, let's see. Of course, there is a high car. You see that sign, high car over there? That building, there's a Daejeon International Center where if you want to be a long-term visa holder, what they offer there is the K.A.E, the Korean Integrated International Program, which will help you get your long-term visa. So they'll have classes for TOPIC Koreans 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and English. So one time I did teach English there, and even my friend Kinga taught there. I actually covered for her for a month. So yeah, I actually got paid to work in that place, but I don't even work at it anymore because I didn't want to make this far trip. Because if you've seen how far I had to go to get here, my wage goes down. So I always put travel in consideration when I go do a job. If I or the joke is if I can't see the school from where I live, I'm not going. Because even if you are getting paid 50 or 60 bucks for the hour, you have to like sit there and consider, okay, how many minutes did it take me to go there? Yeah. And how many minutes did it take me to come back? So you actually spent 2.5 hours divided by, or 50 bucks divided by 2.5. What does that wage come out to? Yeah, Roy, that orange building is the Daejeon International Center. That's what it is. High Car is just a rental place. So that's a rental company for cars. So that's where it is. Yeah, and that's 2 hours for commute. So you got to take that into consideration. Like, okay, it takes you 3 hours to go do a $50 job. Well, 50 divided by 3, it doesn't come out to 50 bucks an hour. You wasted 2 of those hours commuting, so it's not worth it. Or even if you have a car and your time is less, you got to now put gas into consideration on top of that. So that's one of those things that you got to worry about. So that's one of the things that I would put in consideration. So yeah, I was like, wondering why is he walking towards me? But yeah, you got to think about all those things. Yeah. And then, especially that's why it's nice if you do work at an academy or the public school here. What they try to do is they put you right next to the school. So your walking distance is like 5-10 minutes. So yeah, you just put all those things into consideration and the time. So yeah, so the way to do this is like, when I take the subway, take the public transportation, I would book jobs like, okay, 12 o'clock, I go do a lunch job for 50 bucks an hour. Then I would take off. It'll take me like 20 or 30 minutes to get to the elementary academy, right? I do 3 hours there. Then I make sure it takes me like 30 minutes somewhere near there, a private job. So, all my commute time is short. So that's one thing my friend taught me. Like, yeah, make sure you get jobs right next to each other. So you're not going around, you're not waiting, you know. And, if I was going to do jobs again here, I'd be like, okay, I'll be like, no, 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 no. I'm not waiting around for 45 minutes for your adult student to come. No, 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 no. So you have a choice. You could pay me for that waiting time, or I'm done after these 2 kids. Yeah, yeah. And and sometimes I don't want to work because it does get tedious after a while, Roy. Yeah, it does get tedious because that's what was happening to me. It was so tedious. I used to have 6 part-time jobs. So, yeah. But, I still do work here and there. So I could still get something in. So that's a good part about working online. And in the mornings I can do this. At night I could teach English like, Gio and Jason does. But I know Jason is not going to be doing much of that. So, yeah. All right. So I'm going to bring the settings back to me. Yep. Okay, so I gotta get All right, so yeah. So just having a lot of fun at this. But yeah, so that's pretty much my trip. So if you have any more last minute comments or question, yep. And let's see, here's Jason. Yeah, I'm taking a break from those little shitheads. Yeah, and Jason, I'm not going to mention the company, but I've worked in the same company online that you have. Oh yeah, no, I've dealt with some punk. Not a lot, but there's always like one or two. They just like they cop an attitude like it's your internet. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm in the fastest country, and I did this, and I taught it from Korea, and I'm like, no, I'm like, sometimes I'm messing. I'm like, wait, I'm in the country number 1 and 2, Singapore and Korea, had the fastest internet. What ranking is your country in China? Sometimes I'd be a prick, but it's amazing I got away with it. But yeah, and then a rating, I think the mom gave me was a 9 because I put her kid in place. A kid, she probably knows her kid's a a shithead. So yeah, so I don't know, it just happens. Some things just works out that way. But yeah, so that's the thing, with online teaching. But right now, you know, a lot of those markets are so saturated. Like 40 years ago, the online thing was just like new. I was busy, you know, you could work so much. Even if you didn't have a degree, you were so busy because, man, there were, and companies were just starting to pop up. You know, now there's so many of them, it's just so saturated. And then, of course, with all this stuff going on, there's just so many teachers. So you have to compete with them too. So yeah, and that's what happens. But that's how it goes. But yeah. All right. Well, I need to now take my long trip back. At least I'm having fun taking this commute. I'm not going to a English teaching job where I'm like losing wages. At least this stuff I'm having fun hanging out with you guys. So, yeah. All right. So, game plan for tomorrow's I might have another premiere either at the same time I did yesterday or night. Depends if I get my things video made and done. And Friday I'll have another live stream. I don't know if it's a walking tour. I might stay home and do a topic. So we'll see how it goes. So just check you know, the post that I put. All right. And Thomas says, yep, I don't want to teach college anymore. Yeah, you're retired. No lunch today. I am. I'm just gonna go over there. I was thinking about getting lunch here, Nippon, but I don't know. I might just go back home because I have a lot to do. Yeah, a long way back to a $4 meal. Yeah, but the thing is, I need to stop at Daiso there. I need to stop at my bank there. I need to. So when I get off of where I get up, everything's right there in order. So that's the cool thing about it. So I'll be happy to just head on back and get some other things done. But this was kind of good to walk and, I don't know, go up these crazy escalators. I've never seen so many escalators in one day. So yeah. So let's see. All right. So China Dave says, "See you, great people, later. Take care and be safe." All right. So I'm gonna log off and I'm gonna head back. So for all of you that stayed and went on this trip for me, thank you for coming along with me. And for the rest of you, stay safe and take care of yourself. Yeah, take care. All right. Shopping cart. Yeah, we'll see. Let me know if that works out. All right, take care, everyone. I'll see you again. Goodbye. See ya.